Podcast.
Life sometimes, it can feel so difficult, and I just want to give up. But I've got to get some strength from somewhere. Sadness has come to try to defeat me. Heartbreak, depression has consumed me. The burden of life is too hard to carry. The expressions of my loved one brings anxiety. You're taking my kindness for weakness. You're taking all my strength, I'm depleted. So now I'm sitting here defeated. Will you help me? God help me. He said you got to fight, fight. Early in the morning, got to fight, fight. Late in the evening, got to fight, fight. Every time you come, you got to fight, fight. Be strong. He said you got to fight, fight. Early in the morning, got to fight, fight. Late in the evening, got to fight, fight. Every time you come, you got to fight, fight. Be strong. How many times you face some things that seem impossible? It makes it seem like it is hard to breathe out of your nostrils. Am I losing it? Should I go to the hospital? Could it be I am choosing it? Everything seems unnatural. I'm crying out to the one that is supernatural. Yahweh, help me, cause I know that you are powerful. The devil's messing with me like he's on some mind control. Then I hear you say you gonna have to let it go.
Worldwide Podcast. Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double XI.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
That's right, you tell him, little buddy. You listen to Late Night with Jerry Royce Live Worldwide right here on Positive Power, Double XI Christian Media. And I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live. That's right, a.k.a. the Batman of Charm City. And my co-host, you know her, Kelly Holland, the lady from Charm City. She is not here today. She had to take a short trip, but she will be back next week. But in her place, you guys know her from Power Lift. Our guest host tonight is Lady Crystal. She's going to be joining the Batman. She's going to be holding it down. Our special guest tonight is, I think she called herself Shasha. We're going to call her Natasha for right now until we find out if we're saying it correctly. All right, and she is a Christian hip-hop rapper. I believe that's the title she go under. Of course, Batman didn't read the bio as he likes surprises. But Lady Crystal know all about it, and she's going to get it all out of her so you can find out who this lady is from CMG Squad. All right, so lay back, relax, everybody. Hope you can share this file. We're live on Spreaker Radio. We're not on YouTube tonight. We actually run our television programming, but you can catch the show later on Spotify, Castbox, Google Play, iTunes, and Apple. All right, whatever your preference is, and we hope you will come back to us next week. And all our podcasts, that's right, we average about 3-4 podcasts a night starting at 8 o'clock. Please join Positive Power, our family. They're very spiritual connections with our audiences, especially overseas, but nationally. If you have a product, a service, and you want to get it out, hit us up. Find out how we can make that thing happen for you. We got TV, we got film, we got everything. So if you need some radio, you need some help, let us know. Inbox Jerry Royce Live. We will be helping you out. Right, y'all, it's time, y'all, for us to start doing our thing. There's a shift. It's a shift in the universe. That's right. You know they nervous right now. All them people got all that money. They so scared right now because they think Donald Trump going to tell them to turn it over. Because you know it did happen before. It happened during, I think, the Trump president, not Trump, President Truman presidency, if I'm not mistaken. He made every American turn over their gold. Right, and that's how they built Fort Knox. That's right, got the country out of debt. You see how they write them checks? Somebody got to pay the bills. So watch out, rich people. You 1%ers, you 3%ers. He about to get your money. That's right. He can do that. He can put executive order out there. He could put a freeze on your money and take it. He ain't gonna mess with all of us because we don't got none, y'all. We just trying to survive, right? Anyway, let's bring Lady Crystal up here. What's up, Lady Crystal? I'm just telling everybody stuff they didn't even know.
Hey. You bringing out some historic tidbits.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Know your history, family. Know your history. It can happen. And, the rich people don't really get along that well with our current president anyway, so they're really nervous. And I was kind of surprised how the Republicans sided with him. I guess they didn't see this coming, but they nervous as could be right now. I know they are because they know he could do it. He can freeze their assets. Yeah, I was looking at 50 Cent today when he was on Instagram, and he looked kind of nervous. he was jumping when a deer ran through his yard, and he was jumping.
Well, I think everybody's nervous. Nobody saw this coming.
Yeah, nobody saw this coming. But there's some people actually making money. I was watching one report because I look at the Young Turk, and they them guys, they kind of remind you they Dems. They were saying that Zuckerberg and Bezos, I guess the owner of Amazon, and even the guy that owned Tesla. Yeah. Them guys actually made, I think, a combination of like $80 billion.
Yes.
In 4 months.
Yes.
In 4 months. Less than 4 months.
Less than 4 months.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Rich people get richer.
Yeah.
Even in an economy. Yes.
But see, that's the thing. Sometimes if you know your history really, really well, family, they'll tell you during wartime, and even the wars that we saw in Iraq and all those, Gulf wars, that made more millionaires than in the American history. And then you talk about some countries were actually born since then over in the Middle East. Yeah. They richer than us. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy, ain't it?
It's amazing.
Yep. Those things can happen.
So don't be afraid to step out.
That's right.
Don't be afraid to make money. Don't be afraid to invest. This is the time. This right here, this pandemic, here, right now, is the time where people can be innovative.
That's right.
And create.
And
create their way out of poverty.
You can find something about yourself. You just sit back and listen to that small voice in between those ears. He's telling you something, family. You don't have to sit down. I tell people all the time, you don't have to sit down on your knees and just be asking for stuff. God already knows your heart. He knows your need. Just listen. Just open up your ears and just get in that quiet space, and he's going to speak to you. But if you keep talking and yakking and begging and asking for the same thing over and over again, then now you're disrespecting him. Because you're asking for the same stuff every single day, right? He knows.
And you'll never hear.
That's right. Write it down. Just write it down and read it to yourself to make sure that's what you need. Yeah. We preaching now, Lady Crystal. See, I just told them the real secret. You know how people be like, yeah, you got to watch that movie. Well, I just told you what the secret is just a few seconds ago if you were listening. That's right. I just told you what it is. And I ain't going to sit there and show, like Doc said earlier, nobody want to be on the radio, listening to nobody bragging about how many cars they have, how many houses, and what trips what trips they can go on right now. People ain't interested in that. Right. So I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, I just told you the secret. So when this all is over, bam. You say, whoa. Yes. Batman was right. That Batman knew all that stuff. Batman look at YouTube like all day long.
Yes.
You'd be surprised what's out there.
And that's what information is.
That's right. Remember back in the day when they used to say if you want to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book. Well, they put everything on YouTube. They don't care about writing stuff down no more. They put it on YouTube. I'm telling you, I built this whole organization from YouTube, and it's still building, and it's still growing. Yeah, look. I've had guests came through. I used to have guests because I didn't want people seeing my stuff. But I had to open the doors up because, you know, we started doing TV. So naturally, you know, people see my radio station. But I'm telling y'all, I'm just telling you, y'all, to have confidence in yourself. And the best way to do that is to take classes and learn stuff. That's when you start building that confidence. Because then you know some stuff, and then you could do some stuff. You know how you get a little nervous when you're ticking around with your car battery because you don't really know what you're doing. But I bet you after you look at the YouTube tape, you understand how power and electricity work. You're not scared no more.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Lady KRYSTAL.
Gotta be free to learn.
That's right. Open your mind up, y'all. I'm surprised what's going on. Now I know people have been tripping off of Batman lately because they said some people said to me and said, "Who is Skeet Jones? Where he come from?" Well, he's gonna show you who he is. He's ready. His whole crew.
All right.
That's right. You know, I never thought about ever getting into music before, Lady KRYSTAL. I had never. You know, I used to be in a band when I was 15 years old, but that was it. You know, I never thought about it. But in the back of my mind, I always loved music, you know, because my brother was a model and, you know, he was on dance shows and stuff in D.C. And I was there with him, you know, because I had to drive him everywhere because he didn't like to drive. So, of course, I had, you know, I learned, you know, behind the scenes. So the deal is, I always looked at music being so important to this world, you know, because Michael Jackson always say that, you know, music gonna heal the world. But one of the things that I instilled in my children, you know, I put instruments in their hands. I didn't care if they didn't want it anymore, but at least they could say they did take class. But then found out that they had talent. They could sing, they can play all the instruments and everything. So I kept them moving. So to this day. And God has just put this in me just moments ago, you know, like yesterday, that I can start producing music in house. Yeah, because my daughter can sing.
I can see you.
Yeah, so
you doing it.
I'm not going to be stepping on people's toes. You know, I'm not that interested in the gospel industry like that or soul music, but I'm interested in children music. Children don't have anything. People are always making music for themselves, but when we gonna start making music for our children? It's the same old stuff. Just out since we were kids.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, that, you know what? That is awesome.
It's a niche market.
Awesome. See?
Yeah, it's a niche market.
There's an idea right there.
That's right. So I'm going to be calling on some of them.
Put it on children's books, like real legitimate, good children's books. Yeah. That same thing, children's music.
That's right. But, you know, I'm going a step further than that. I'm actually, you know, producing a television show, and then we're going into motion pictures from there. So, you know, that's what I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about that. You know, so all that money and time taking my daughter to piano lessons and guitar lessons and drum lessons, it paid off.
Yes. Producing would be an awesome way.
Yeah. That's right. Positive Power.
What do you play? Do you play?
Who, me? I used to play the drum.
Yes,
I used to play the drums and the guitar, but we played by ear, and we just learned the music that we heard on the radio, and then we kind of copied some of the older kids that were in our neighborhood that had bands. We just played what they played. We just watched them. Okay. And so I never I took music lessons, but it really wasn't nothing in school that not like now when not like that. I mean right now like I hear like guys that play for Ezekiel Walker's teaching kids how to play drums and bass and all that stuff, Phenomenal, award-winning people.
For doing that. So it would be excellent.
Yes. So I'm excited about it. So I'm just going to be producing. Fortunately for me, I did have a cousin that that was like my right-hand man. We used to, hit the clubs back in the day together. And his dad actually had a I think like a 12-piece jazz band, huge band. And he was also a psychiatrist. So he had the money to afford to have a really, really good, band. And so he passed that on to his son, and my cousin actually works for a New York studio up in the Big Apple, but he's actually living in Johannesburg. So you guys probably say, "Where Jerry producing music in Johannesburg?" Yep, he's actually living in Johannesburg, but because of the technology, he's still able to produce music for those studios. So so that's what's happening. So we combining our efforts and. We're gonna put out some good music for kids. So that's what we're gonna do. So anybody out there, you want to be part of it? I'm open because we got a lot of television shows to do. So we love to have music and videos, and already been contacted by some Emmy Award winning folks out there, actors, you name it, musicians. They want a piece of this, and these are successful people, so they feel the vision.
Yes.
Amen.
Wow.
Yeah,
I can see it coming together.
That's right, Batman. Excited.
Time.
That's right. Okay. So you ready for our guest? I'm gonna call her Shasha. Shay, is it Shay or Shasha? Natasha, are you with us? I thought, maybe that was the wrong person. There's so many people in this queue, I can't tell who's who. Shasha, is that you? Is that you?
Yes, this is Shasha.
There she is. Oh, I love your music. That was so powerful. Love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we opened the show with her music, which sometimes I don't do, but I wanted to hear it. Something told me to do it. Push the button, Batman. Push it. It was nice. It was awesome. I was feeling that song too. You know how sometimes, Lady Crystal, you can feel some songs. Some songs you hear it, but some songs you feel. I was feeling that one. I was really feeling that one. Like part of my playlist.
I do try to make music that'll make people feel good, make people dance, and get a word while you're at it.
Yeah, you hit it. You hit that one right on the head there. I don't know how you did it, but that I really like that one. I'm gonna say it again. I really like that song, and I'm gonna play it over and over again tonight before I turn in. All right. Well, look, I'm great turning it over. My time is up, so I'm about to turn everything over to Lady Crystal so you guys can have a good time. And we want to learn.
And I have to say before you go, I thought you had such a genius idea with the children's music, and I actually know somebody who has like phenomenal children's music.
Ooh.
So when we get a minute, we can talk about that.
Yes. Yeah. Look, I'm available in the morning. Hit me up. You got my information. Hit me up. I'm excited about that. Thank you. All right. God is good. Y'all have a great show. Batman's right here.
All right. Thank you, Batman.
All right, Lady Natasha Cha-Cha Martin. I am so excited to have this opportunity to speak with you at late night with Batman. And so because you are an expert actress and singer and dancer and poetry and rapper, we're going to have a lot to talk about. So First, I would love to know, because I stopped at Mother of Seven, the number of completion. So how can you do everything that you do and be a mother of seven? That's my first question.
You know, when I started everything off, I was a teen mother. And as a teen mom, I had two boys by myself at the time. And I kind of stumbled into this foundation. Well, actually, I had one. I ended up having the second one while I was there. But I stumbled into the City Kids Foundation because my kid's father was there. And from there, I already was, with my oldest, he was a really good kid naturally. If I gave him chips and juice, he would chill. But as I stumbled in, I realized that this is an outlet. Like, I need to do the art. So I have to incorporate my children. I wasn't the type of mother, even as a teen mom, I was never the type of mother that felt like I'm going to drop my kids off to somebody and act like I don't have children. So they had to be part of what I was doing. And then when I had the second child, I ended up in Positive Youth Troop. And there was a dance teacher there named Mel Veda. Mel Veda would dance with her baby on her hip, and she would breastfeed while she's teaching dance.
Wow.
So watching her let me know that, you know, stuff don't stop. You just incorporate your children. If God has a purpose for you, then your children will fall in line with that as well. So I literally did the same thing she did. I started teaching dance with the baby right on my hip and having the baby next to me. But if you're determined, then God will show you, you know, which route that you go. So my kids are in all my programming, things that I do. My daughter is on my record, and I'm about to make more music with my son. So, yeah, I just incorporate them in what I do.
Well, you are an amazing mother. That is so powerful, because we have to learn that no matter what age we have our children, they're a part of our life for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
So that is so amazing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, you have such a wide variety. I began dancing when I was 4, and dancing was a huge part of my life. And so you already told us how you got started. So how did you continue? Because I think I was about 25, 27 when I stopped dancing, but you are still doing it. So tell us about the determination and some of the people that you have worked with.
Well, same thing. I've always loved dance. And when I went into City Kids, being a teen mom, at that time when I was there, it was Demi Moore that was sponsoring us first. Then Faith Evans was sponsoring us next. So I got to do some really cool things, like dance with Salt and Pepper, open up for us. And those things kind of push you to want to do more.
Yes.
So because I was just in a space where they kept us busy in our purpose, it was hard for me to fall out of my purpose. And then I did get to a point where I was raising my kids and I was a wife. So I kind of backed off a little bit. But then I went into a daycare, and I was a teacher at a daycare, and they were like, well, you could teach the theater arts program. Like, no, I don't teach. I just act. I don't teach. And but as I was teaching, I realized I could teach little babies how to sing and dance. Like, they were in diapers, and they were singing and dancing and doing whole productions. And
wow.
And my husband was like, that's a gift, so you need to push forward in that.
Yes, you found your calling.
Yep. Even when I tried to put it down, it was always something that would push me. And even now, I'm older. I had all these kids, and I'm plus size. So, you'll kind of think, I can't anymore because I'm older. It may not look as nice as it is. I'm bigger. But I still can't help it. Whenever I incorporate the dance into what it is that I do, people are, now they're extra amazed. Like, wait a minute, you can do all that? and God is pushing me to do it. It's like, if it were up to me, I probably wouldn't, because, as you get older, you do have certain insecurities. But when I push past my insecurities and do it, you can hear people are, now being, uplifted, and they now are like, you know what, if you can do it, I can do it. So I know that the Most High is using me to have people take themselves and push past whatever barriers they have in their mind.
Yes, so true. Well said. I remember being in high school and in the age range where I'm at, I'm in my 50s, we had standards like you had to be a certain weight. Didn't matter how tall or how short you were, you had to be this particular weight or you were not able to perform. And so nowadays, you don't have to be a certain weight. You just have to be able to do it. You have to be able to have the ability. And that's what I love about what you said is I got to push past my insecurities. And really, it's not necessarily your insecurities. It's what, the industry or what other people put on us as dancers. You've got to be a certain weight. Ballerinas, you've got to do this. You've got to have that. But if you're able, if God has gifted you, then you just push past what people say and perform it and do it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's so amazing. So when you started your A Dream Fulfilled, your company,
Tell us how you started that.
You know what? I really started at that daycare. When I went to the daycare and I started teaching children there, and then plus at church, when I was at church, they would have, like, one of our favorite times to put on productions at that particular church was Black History.
Okay, yes.
And somehow I ended up being the one that was doing stuff for Black History. And between the two things, I realized that I actually really have a gifting to work with the youth. That's really my passion, working with the youth. And then I thought about how if I didn't have City Kids, there probably would be a lot of things that I never would have experienced, or the training, because I've had the training. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to do without that training. We had, like, say, Foos was our vocal trainer. Well, they call him Ankra now. He's the one that trained the people for making of the band with P. Diddy.
Wow, amazing.
Those were the type of people that poured into us. Jasmine Guy came in and poured into us.
Wow.
Hema, who choreographed for people like Janet Jackson, you know, so we were blessed. We were blessed.
Yes.
So when I think about that, I was like, you know what? I need to do something like that here in Georgia, because there weren't really programs that I saw that were doing those type of things, and I had children.
Right.
So I didn't want to make it exclusive to just the church. You know, I wanted to be able to have children anywhere who needed an outlet to be able to come and get it. So that's how the Dream Fulfilled started.
And so kids came from far and wide.
Yes. And I started with my own children first. I was putting on productions with the children that I birthed, and when people could see what they could do, because I'm also a rapper, and there's a whole formula to really be able to rap, like, in a way that, you know, like when I rap, even, you know, people that are older than me, you know, I'm like, well, I don't normally listen to rap, but I like your rap. But because there's a particular way that you write that kind of captures the ear of people. And so I teach the kids the formula. So I think that's another reason why they like it, is because the program still has, you know, that drip, like they like to say, the swag.
Yes,
you know, they have the you know, the rap and everything. But what I'm going to do is take that gift and actually pump positivity into the world. I tell them that we are the antidote for anything out there. If there's something out there that's out there that's poisoning our people, then we have to be the answer, and we can use our gifting to really send out a message and have people look at things differently. You know?
Yes. So true. So not only is this your company, but you are the main instructor. How many instructors do you have?
Right now, I'm actually working with the Gap Stars. So I teach the theater arts. I teach musical theater. I do teach acting, singing, dance, those types of things. But the cool thing about the program that I'm doing with them, because I've partnered up with the Gap Stars, is someone that teaches kids how to actually produce music.
Okay.
Yep, we have somebody that teaches them the film aspect. So even though it's me teaching on the theater art side, we have other instructors that are teaching on the other end. And we really, it's a free program. We really more with the underprivileged youth that can't afford these types of things, and we keep them busy in what it is they're supposed to be doing.
That is so amazing, just to be able to, you know, work with the behind the scene, the cameras, being able to work in front of the camera, just being able to explore the arts is so fulfilling. It's challenging, but it's very fulfilling, and it really, really helps kids grow. It really helps them grow.
Yeah, I recommend the arts because let's say a kid decides that they're never going to be an artist. But if they've learned anything from the arts, they can still use that for public speaking, you know what I mean, for being able to present things in front of an audience, a crowd. Even if you did customer service, you deal with people so much better. You know, it's easier for you to deal with people. So it's something I recommend while they're young, even if I don't care what else they become in life, that helps them, you know, with people skills and things of that nature.
Absolutely. And I can truly attest to that because, trust me, I worked in customer service. One of my first jobs was working at Walmart as a customer service representative on that front line. So when people are bringing back the terrible cruddy tennis shoes that you've known they wore for 6 months or a year, and they bring them back and say, these are defective and I need some new ones, I would have to have a nice face on and be able to say, yes, ma'am, sure, go get that. Knowing inside I want to say, you wear these, you know.
You want to be like, you know the devil is a lie, and so is
Exactly. Exactly. So, yes, the arts, you can definitely use any part of the arts because it stretches you.
Yes.
It stretches you, especially, you know, with you doing plays. A lot of times when you're doing a play, it's like, okay, we need to get these curtains. Oh, we can't find the curtains. Guess what? I got to make them. So it stretches you in areas that you don't know, that you didn't know you were capable of doing. So can you tell us some areas where you've been stretched into?
Yeah, you know, I was actually just talking about that with somebody. I'm moving into film at this point, but I'm glad that I started off with theater because in theater it's guaranteed something's gonna go wrong. Like you know, it's a whole live show, so something's not gonna be perfect, and you have to be okay with that. You have to know that it will be perfectly imperfect. And whatever goes down, you have to have the ability to now ad-lib and make it part of the show. If the wall falls down, you know, that's part of the set, and it just so happens to fall down to the ground or something like that, you know, you gotta be like, ooh, I've been meaning to fix that. I can't believe that's put down just now. Oh, well, I'm going to call somebody tomorrow and keep going. They're going to laugh. The audience going to laugh. And it's just going to move. So it does teach you how to deal with things right on the spot. Where when you're in the film, you can say cut and do it again. There is none of that. You can't break character. You can't laugh. You got to keep. If you laugh, you keep going. But really, you're to learn how not to break character and make the scenes work regardless of what happens.
What happens?
The telephone on set, and for some reason the telephone is not there. Then it may need to, you know, maybe you grab a cell, like, where's my cell phone? And somebody comes, bring you a cell phone real quick or whatever.
So true.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, it does. I feel like it helps you cope and with life in general. You know.
Definitely, and it stretches you in other areas too, where, you know, you're supposed to sing that, you know, really powerful song, and just before you get a sore throat, and you're like, oh my God, what I got to do? What, you know? So you have to drink that hot tea, put a scarf on. You know, you got to make it work, and that is just that just really brings out, you know, the real you. It really does. So that's amazing. So what are, let me give you top three. The top three people that you work with that you were just like, wow, you were astonished by them.
You know, as a dancer, my favorite memory was dancing with Salt and Pepper. You know, just, you know, they're icons and rap. So, you know, and that did it for a long time. So it felt really good. And not just the dance. I was dancing on the front line. So,
wow.
Yeah, that was a dope experience. I got to open up for Usher and Next because with City Kids, we did this show for 17 magazine, and I was a rapper. I was the only female rapper at that time in City Kids, so I got to perform a piece called "Why You Bugging" with two other guys that rap, Hassan and Sabat. And it was amazing to be able to open up for like real artists. And then, one of my favorite memories is being able to remake Phoebe Snow. There's an artist called Phoebe Snow. You may or may not know her because she was, you know, in our parents' time. But Phoebe Snow was a white singer who had soul. That girl yodeled her face. And she had a song called Poetry Man that was a hit. And Gerard McMahon, which was a well-known producer, Gerard McMahon got me to be able to remake the song into a rap song. And Snow's vocals were still in the song, so the dope thing was I got to actually perform it live with Phoebe Snow right there.
Wow, now that's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. No, I mean, you know, sometimes we don't understand the setup that God gives us. You know, we just don't know the setup that he gives us. Now, how was it working with, or did you get to work with Faith Evans and Demi Moore since they were a sponsor of City Kids?
We didn't get to work with them per se in that sense. They came out, they were events. That's when we got to work with them. When they were making events, they would come out and speak and sometimes get to facilitate. Like we did a major show with, I think it was ABC if I'm not wrong. But Demi Moore came out and facilitated. So, yeah, they were around us. We got to hang with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was, and it was amazing. That time, I don't know if I understood how amazing it was then, you know.
Right, yes.
But looking back, it was like, wow, you know, these
are major. Yeah, they're major. Yeah. Still major in their industry. Yes, both of them. Wow, that is so amazing. Another thing I wanted to ask you about is your poetry, because rap and poetry, you know, really go hand in hand. But tell me about your poetry.
Now, with the poetry, I was a poet before I was a rapper. So, and with poetry, it kind of leaves you the space to express how you feel a little more in depth, because with rap, you got to cut off certain things at a certain point so that it fits the beat. So I love poetry because you can express yourself in a way, and because I'm an actress, most of my poems pretty much are mini monologues. So I can and get the audience to really see what it, you know, how the emotion behind.
Like a spoken word.
Yeah. So I love poetry. I love spoken word because, you know, it's something really that's designed for you to give your view of something in a way that people can grasp it, and it can literally change people's lives and change their minds, the way they see things, because it's, you know, you're taking them on a ride. Yes. You know? You're taking them on a journey with you through your mind, and they sit there and be a part of, you know, this creative space that God has given you. And literally just have you like, whoa, I never thought about that. I've never seen it that way. Well, maybe there is space for change here. Maybe I should do it's really, I love that it provokes thought.
Yes. That is the amazing thing about poetry. Well, you know what? Our time is almost up. And what I would like you to do in these last few minutes is tell everyone how they can get in touch with you, how they can see you, see your work, and if they live in your area, how they could get connected. So go ahead and just let it all out. Any shout outs you want to give, please give.
First shout out, because I definitely don't want to forget, is to the Squad 2911. That's my management team. That's the reason why I've been on this show, and I thank them for the work that they put in as well, because they're a no-joke situation. And I also, if you want to find me, the best place to find me always is IG. I'm always on IG making moves there. So if you go on my Instagram, you would go on I am Shasha Martin. It's spelled like Shasha because my family's from Haiti. So that H sound is that SH sound. This is literally what I was called growing up. Real quick. For the Money, it is a song about my past. I did hit the phone for a small part in my life, and then I came out of it. So, and I'm saying that to say the reason why I went to becoming Shasha Martin is back my name was Stylist Fantasia, and I heard God say when I changed my life that I need to change my name. I said, what should I change it to? He said, be who you've been your whole life.
Wow.
And that's when I went to being Shasha. I was like, well, I'm Shasha. That's who I am. So Shasha Martin, I am Shasha Martin, Chacha Martin. Hit me up on IG. On Facebook, it's Natasha Shasha Martin with that C, Natacha, Natasha Shasha Martin. And it's Shasha Martin 15 on YouTube. So, please follow me.
Look, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to subscribe.
Yep. Especially on IG. Everything's there. So, I'll come on board on IG, y'all, and come see what it is how God is using me. It's not me, myself. I'm not that smart, I promise. But the God in me gives me everything.
That is amazing. You are an amazing, phenomenal mother and entrepreneur, and it has been such a pleasure to be able to interview you. And have you ever done poetry to music? Have you ever done that?
You know what? I'm just coming back into poetry, so I absolutely will. I wish we had time for a piece, but I know we don't. But I absolutely will start putting it to music. But again, if you go on my IG, you will see the text that I take this poetry. They're mini skits. So I hope you're blessed by them.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Batman, it's been a pleasure to do Late Night with you. And it is amazing. It is amazing. He's going to play 2 of your songs at the end, so that's why we're going to close down shortly.
Well, you know what, though? But you know what, Lady Crystal?
June 26th. For the Money and Breath of Life are both dropping June 26th.
For the Money and Breath of Life dropping June 26th.
All right, Sha, this Batman. I was gonna give you a few minutes. You can go ahead and spit that poetry, because I love me some poetry.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see if I can find something short, because a lot of mine are very long, but we're gonna drop something nice and short and smooth for y'all.
Yeah, the next show don't start till 11, so you got a couple minutes.
Okay, I know exactly what I want to do. Let me find it for you real quick, because I actually just wrote this one. And, the words are really powerful, and sometimes we don't understand how powerful those words are. But okay, here we go. I take 2 steps and I stumble. 2 more steps and I stumble. I take 2 steps and I stumble. 2 more steps and I stumble. So why do you have to be a fool? So why do you have to be a fool? Oh, I've been stepping my whole life, but I ain't never been good at it. Should be 1 foot in front of another, but stumbling been a bad habit. Black sheep from the same family tree, but they say I never lived lavish. They say good has never been meant for me, so I've been manhandled and ravished. Step 1, girl, you just stupid. Step 2, just give up. 3rd step, you'll always be foolish. 4th step, you'll never be loved, love, love, love. I was told that no one can love someone so unlovable. Words were constantly shot through my heart and torn through my flesh. Man, words are powerful. I walk around looking whole, but inside I'm torn apart. I want to be painted as an Egyptian queen, but I'm confusing like mosaic art. I've grown so numb, I no longer have feelings. I want to see good in me, but only bad is revealing. Every word they spoke to me only makes me stand still, and my dreams are deferred and not syrupy sweet, and I come tumbling down. I take 1 step and I stumble. 2 steps and I stumble. I take 2 steps and I stumble. 2 more steps and I tumble. So why do you have to be a fool? So why do you have to be a fool? Oh, so why do you have to be a fool? Oh, so why do you have to be a fool? Oh, come tumbling down.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Love it, love it.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go out on all 3 of your music. So thank you so much for sharing and coming out on Positive Power WXI Late Night with Jerry was Live Worldwide and Kelly Holland. We can keep her in our prayers as she travels the highways. And thank you so much, Lady Crystal, for guest hosting tonight. Appreciate you, all you did. I know it was a long night, starting at 8 o'clock. Big Dog Radio. All right. Appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and tuning in. And please share the file. I'm Jerry was Live Worldwide on Positive Power, WXI Christian Media. Peace, y'all.
I did it for the money. 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 Got freedom cause I'm saved. Now I do it for the glory. For the glory, I do it for the glory. 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 I had to get some act right. I had to get some act right. I went through times that so tragic. Life had created some static. I did what came automatic. I had to create some magic. I was a single lady. I had to get food for the baby. I felt nothing that's gonna pay me. The pressure done drove me crazy. Rah! All of a sudden I became the topic. Hitting the pole, has she lost her rocket? Talking like what I have just catastrophic. I'm paying some bills and now I should stop it. One day I heard it clearly. I am your father and I love you dearly. Devil is trying to hurt you severely. He saw your identity, you must be leery. What? For the money, I did it. 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 For the money, got freedom cause I'm saved. Now I do it for the glory. For the glory, I do it. 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 For the glory, I had to get some act right. I had to get some act right. I had to change my thinking, cause it was thinking. I didn't want to think about Lincoln, cause Benjamins came while I'm blinking. I had to trust Almighty, that he would bless me mighty. Could I do all things rightly, and I put the trust in the nice thing. Rough. I personne like a hatchet. Then I praise Yahweh and let it go. Ennemi a voulu tuer, mais moi j'aime ça capette. Si ma retourné, je fais ça no. Got multiply like fishing baskets. When I decide to just let it go. Roman 12, I flip like gymnastics. He say the rich, I'm no longer ratchet. Yeah. For the money, I did it. 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 For the money, got freedom 'cause I'm saved. Now I do it for the glory. For the glory, I do it. 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 For the glory, I had to get some act right. I had to get some act right. I did it for the money. I did it. I did it for the money. I did it. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I had to get some act right. I had to get some act right. I do it. Sometimes it can feel so difficult,
podcast.
and I just want to give up, but I've got to get some strength from somewhere. Sadness has come to try to defeat me. Heartbreak, depression has consumed me. The burden of life is too hard to carry. The expressions of my loved one brings anxiety. You're taking my kindness for weakness. You're taking all my strength, I'm depleted. heart of gold. I feel blessed where your love goes. I won't live without you. Yeah, I can't breathe without you. Always keep strong like a backbone. Physically you're not here, but I'm not alone. Your presence is near, I ain't got no fear. Gotta make this clear, 2020 my year. Shit in my gear, got some positive vibes in the atmosphere. Made it this far, better make it somewhere. Got a lot of haters, but I'm walking on air. Hot like sauna, change ain't easy, but I'm done with the drama. Full body armor, you can try me if you wanna. Save now side, so I go a little hotter. Got big faith like I'm walking on water. I wish upon a star, I'll stay right where you are. I won't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I won't chase the heart of gold. I hope that's where your love goes. I won't live without you. I can't breathe without you. Been floating through life with some doors closed. Feeling like there's a pain in my torso. Wanna do what I must in this for show. But if it's God that I trust, it's a no-no. His love's real, ain't forced though. So I gotta stay the course like a boss though. Speaking through the Holy Spirit like it's Morse code. So it's me and you, haters don't know. I'm praying to you like baby said. You know my life is yours. I'm praying to you like baby said. You know my life is yours. I won't wish upon a star. Just be right where you are. I won't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I won't chase the heart of gold. I feel that's where your love goes. I won't live without you. I can't breathe without you.
I'm in a sunken place. Without you in my life, I can't operate. I'm all over the place. Give me the breath I breathe. I can't suffocate. Long as you live in me, I'm going up like elevators. Living my prime within its purpose. Every night I look on the stars. Everywhere I go, that's where you are. You are, you are.
My God, you for real. All that you want is my heart. I am here for real. Open up my heart, I am here. Open up my heart, I am here.
My God, you for real. All that you want is my heart. I am here for real. Open up my heart, I am here. Open up my heart, I am here. I am here. I am here. You're my perfect life.
You are listening to KRYSTAL.